Arizona's sports.
It's part of the NFL. It's not easy. It's not easy to win in the NFL. Everybody want to win.
Who or what is the tipping point?
That's going to be key to our success.
This is
Folcrum Football with Wolf and Luke.
All right, Week 5 edition here. Cardinals-Niners, Folcrum Football. The rules are simple. Pick the players that are going to swing the game the most, one way or the other, positive or negative. Picking a quarterback is frowned upon, but not completely outlawed. All right, here's the coin flip right here for you, Wolf. Oh, look, you won.
Okay.
Good try.
But you really want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, if I won, I'm deferring. Sorry, you get to
okay,
go first.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, Basinonians. Okay, my first Folcrum football player has got to be Dennis Gardeck. Yeah, that's what I said. Dennis Gardeck, Here we go. Hit the strobe, Basinonians, because third down is going to be a huge down on both sides of the ball for the Arizona Cardinals as we're clubbing here on the Wolf and Luke show.
You got to tilt the headphones back. You got to really get into this.
Okay, yeah, whatever, Luke. I'm trying to broadcast right now. Dennis Gardeck getting some type of pressure on Brock Purdy is going to be absolutely critical. And Dennis Gardeck is a guy who can actually do it. They're going to move him around, I would imagine, and nobody is going to look at Dennis Gardeck and say, oh my goodness, we're terrified of this guy. And because of that, Dennis Gardeck may be the guy to get pressure on Brock Purdy, and they're going to need that. So third down's going to be huge. My first Folcrum football player, Dennis Gardeck.
That's a good pick. Man, there's a lot I want to pick in this game. I'm actually going to start on the San Francisco side, though, because I feel like this guy is going to be in position to do some damage if the Cardinals are not careful. Give me Debo.
Even to a guy like me, that's cold.
Debo. Yeah, look, we don't know for sure if George Kittle is going to play. Obviously, a lot of focus is going to be on stopping Jordan Mason. Teams have not been able to do that. But Debo is certainly capable of playing a little running back as well if he needs to. I feel like if the Cardinals really do push San Francisco in this game and make it a close game in the fourth quarter and open the door for Crazy Carl to walk in or to have a chance to win this game, I think the Niners are going to start to lean on Debo. And that's a good sign if you get it to that point, but then you have to stop him.
Debo Samuel is so good, man. Just watching him. He's such a physical guy. He's the Quan. We've talked about this before. Okay.
Talked about it with Quan.
Right, exactly. Okay, my second Folcrum football player, sorry to do this, Basinonians, Kyler Murray. Yeah, I'm going with a quarterback, Kyler Murray, right here.
Can't frown any harder.
Listen, no mental errors. It's a big thing. You can't have mental errors in this game. The Arizona Cardinals cannot beat themselves. They can't. The 49ers are too good. You can't have mental errors. You can't have a secondary that's running around busting coverages, allowing wide receivers to run down the middle of the field because Brock Purdy will find him. You can't have mental errors in all three phases. Kyler Murray has got to make great decisions when he plays. He has to. I'm not talking about him running the ball. Not talking about him using his legs. Not even talking about him throwing the ball and targeting Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm talking about him making great decisions, just like Brock Purdy is going to do on the other side of the ball. Brock Purdy, it's not about his talent. It's about his brain and his decision-making. Kyler Murray's got to make great decisions in this game, and that's why he is my second Folcrum football player.
All right, I want the record to show Wolf's the first one to take a quarterback this season.
That's right.
I will...
At quarterback from Oklahoma, number 1, Kyler Murray!
They don't mess around in Oklahoma with their football.
Shove that in your face, Luke.
I'm going to take Trey McBride.
Crazy Carl.
Trey McBride, look, we've been talking about it all week. His last game against the 49ers last season, Wolf, 10 catches for 102 yards, one of the very best of his career. I think we saw just how much this offense misses him when he doesn't play, because he didn't play last week. We didn't need that reminder. But they looked discombobulated on offense for a good chunk of that game last week. And I don't think Trey McBride instantly solves everything, but if you're going to go into San Francisco and put up points on the 49ers, I just think you have to have this guy. I'm not even, banking on him playing harder because George Kittle's over there, but there might be some friendly competition between the two of them. But either way, his last game out there with Kyler Murray against the 49ers, he lit the Niners up.
Yeah.
So you got to have Trey McBride.
Man, that is a really good one right there.
He probably should have been the first pick, actually.
I did not have him on my list, but you're right about that. Trey McBride, okay. My third Folcrum football player, Jalen Thompson. Yeah. Jalen Thompson. Turnovers is going to be huge. You can actually see there is a pattern to my madness. The third down. No mental errors. You can't beat yourself. Turnovers. This is the path the Arizona Cardinals have got to walk if they want to win this game. So having said that, Jalen Thompson is one guy that is uniquely situated and placed and able to create turnovers. It's what he does. He can get his hands on footballs, and he can actually pick it off. Passes defense, really important. This secondary needs to get their hands on more footballs, no doubt about it. But more than anything, they need to create picks. We know that Budda Baker, Budda's not a guy that creates a ton of picks. He's got 7 picks in 7 years. He isn't. He's one of the best football players you're ever going to see on a football field, but he doesn't generate a lot of picks. Jalen Thompson is that guy who can actually do it. Brock Purdy does a great job protecting the football. The Cardinals need to turn over Brock Purdy. They need to turn him over, and Jalen Thompson is the guy to do it. And by the way, you can't assume you're ever going to tackle a guy or knock him out of bounds again, right, Jalen? Jalen Thompson is my third Folcrum football player.
Yeah, Jalen Thompson, traditionally one of the best tacklers in the league.
He's really been quiet this year.
It's been
silent.
All right, I know you just said that my next pick doesn't generate a lot of turnovers, but give me Budda Baker.
Well, she turned me into a newt. A newt. We got better.
You did that. That's your fault. Budda Baker, yes. This is if you're going to beat the 49ers, if you're going to win a game like this, you know Budda Baker's going to have to play out of his mind. I don't need stats to back this up. He had 14 tackles last week. They obviously lost the game. But realistically, if we're talking about a win in San Francisco, and that's what this is about, right? If we're in here on Monday talking about, wow, the Cardinals went in there and beat San Francisco, there is no way that Budda Baker didn't do something significant in the game, and maybe multiple something significance.
Yeah. For me, that's a great one. Budda Baker that's great. Budda was going to be one of my guys.
No, he's not.
I'm going to have to go with this because of Crazy Carl. Crazy Carl, of course, they better have Crazy Carl or they're going to be in trouble. But Kaiser White is going to be my fourth Folcrum.
Crazy Carl.
That's right. Kaiser White. Not Crazy Carl. Kaiser White is going to be my fourth Folcrum football player. And it's because Kaiser White, both run and pass, is heavily involved in the success of this defense. Kaiser White has got to be at the tip of the spear in terms of stopping the run. He's got to be at the point of attack, piercing the point of attack, and making tackles. Not 6, 7, 8 yards downfield, making tackles 2 yards downfield. He's got to be at the point of attack, and he also has got to cover. Coverage is going to be huge, especially if George Kittle is going to be out there on the field. Kaiser White can run with George Kittle. He can. Kaiser White can actually cover backs coming out of the backfield. He's going to be big for this defense in the passing game and the running game. So Crazy Carl is big, but so is Kaiser White. Kaiser White is going to be my fourth Folcrum football player.
I had 3 players I was deciding between here, but I don't know that I'll get to make another pick, so I'm going to skip all of them and just take Marv. Because I'm taking Marv every week. Wow, Wolf, that's your response to me taking Marv? What was that again,
Man,
Wolf?
That's been the whole week, based on it.
Line, caught, touchdown! Marvin Harrison Jr. Marvelous!
goodness.
I just don't know. I don't think I've gone a week without taking Marv, and I'm going to take Marv again. And look, if you're looking for ways this could be different against the Niners than it has been in past years, the biggest difference is the Cardinals didn't have Marv the last few years. Also,
Ready?
Yeah, I think.
Marv.
Marv. Oh, that was quick. You guys really hung me out to dry there.
Oh, yeah.
That was 2 Marvs. 2 Marvs is not enough.
Let's do it again.
Okay, ready?
1, 2, 3.
Marv. Oh, I don't even care. I'm going all the way with it.
That was great. I love it.
By the way,
that was good.
Do the Cardinals have a kicker this weekend?
Yeah, I know, right?
Seems like that could be kind of an issue.
Okay.
Nice to have a kicker.
Right?
Get a kicker, right?
Thanks for watching Wolf and Luke. Tap to see more and click the button in the middle to subscribe to Arizona Sports.